Dubious ones, welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals, your ultimate beginner's guide. But before we get to that, make sure you smash the like button and hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. But without further ado, let's get right into it here. So, the very basics you want to know on your Spider-Man, we're going to go into practice mode here,
just makes you feel good,
is especially with controller. What I personally had to do playing on the Xbox Series X version of the game, if you're playing on controller, you're going to want to have, it's not a necessity, but for me it was, using my Elite controller, having paddles, because Spider-Man is one of the hardest, if not the hardest character in the game to learn, and you want to always be able to look at where you're going with that thumbstick, right? But you don't want to always have to be taking your hand off your right thumbstick when you're jumping and everything else. So you want to be able to map things like jump to the paddles and just really make it so it's comfortable for you. So the first thing we're going to look at here is we're going to look at our controls here for Spider-Man. So when you go in, you can actually do individual hero mapping controls for each individual character, which is really cool, really helpful. You can change things like your aim assist. You can change things like hold to swing or just press automatic swing, hold to wall crawl. For me, I switched on to hold to wall crawl for the pure fact that in a lot of maps, when you're swinging, you'll accidentally just hit a wall or hit a ledge that you have to try and climb over, and you'll get killed while you're trying to escape in situations. Because Spider-Man is a very, like, come in, do your damage, and get out as fast as you can and swing out and go heal up and then rinse and repeat, right? He's a very tactical character that you want to be using to be, you want to get into the back of the map behind the enemy team and go after their healers, go after their DPS from behind and go for flanks and stuff like that. You need to be able to get in and get out really quick. So one thing that you're going to notice that was my biggest problem when you first start out with Spider-Man is one of his strongest attacks is the get over here, where he can pull an opponent closer to him. I'll show you that right now. So what that looks like is if you press Y, I have it bound to the Y button. Oh, and now we have to wait 8 seconds because I missed. You see how that was? See how easy that was to miss? And looked like my reticle was right on where I needed to be. So we're going to do it again. Press Y. Oh, wow, it's too far. Again, this is why this is his strongest attack, but not this part of it. This is why I don't like it. So I'm a little bit closer now. All right, so you can drag your opponent to you, which is great, very handy. But again, you have to be able to aim, and when people are flying around, moving around, it's actually really difficult, and because of the cooldown on it, you have to wait a whole 8-9 seconds for it to cool down. It's crazy. So I actually never, ever really use this at all. As a beginner, I wouldn't really recommend using that like crazy. What you want is the get over here targeting, which is what you want to map to a different button. For me, I have it in the clicking of the left stick or the left bumper for me, which I have on my paddle. The bottom left here, I have mapped to left bumper. So I have left and right bumper on the bottoms here, and I have jump and I believe X right here. So for me, I mapped it to both of these so I can click the left thumbstick, which is usually what I'll do. But the only way you can use the get over here targeting, and what that means, is you have to use his web cluster. So his web cluster is going to be your bread and butter. His bread and butter. For me, I have it mapped to the B button, so I can always pull it right here. And then on the right trigger, I have his regular attacks, so I can hold that down for his regular attacks button. If you're looking at the melee, you can see it's unbound. It's because for spider power, it's actually the same as melee attack. The attacks are the same. Do the same damage, they're exactly the same, so it doesn't matter. So I have it bound to the right trigger, web cluster right here, because I want to be able to aim and not have to take my finger off the thumbstick while I'm using the spider power, which is why the paddles are so important for me. Now, the get over here attack, again, is going to be bound to something separate from the get over here targeting. This was my biggest problem when I first started playing, was that I didn't have a different button set, and I could never, even when I had something attached, I would always do this thing, right? And that is not an auto target. So it's really easy to miss, even if you have one of your spider things attached to them. You can easily miss. And that's no bueno. That's why Spider-Man sucked to me, is because I could never get in. Anytime I tried getting in, I'd use his regular web swing and have to try, and you hit something, and you're trying to get in, and you can't attack, and then next thing you know, you're dead. You're just dead. It was not fun for me at all. I had a really, really hard time getting on Spider-Man. I forced myself to play him for about 6 or 7 hours straight to really lean in on that learning curve. But your strongest attack is going to be the get over here targeting. So what you have to do first is you have to hit them with a web cluster. You get 5 of those. They are kind of on a slow charge. So you want to be careful about spitting too many of them out too fast. But once you have one attached to an opponent, then you want to use the get over here, which again I have, but not the regular get over here. The get over here targeting, which will auto lock onto them if you're close enough, which I have bound again to clicking the left bumper, or clicking the left thumbstick, or pressing the left bumper, which I have bound back here, or I have right here. And I will then follow up with what you want to do is the melee attack, or spider power. You want to use your spider power first before you go into Amazing Combo. Amazing Combo, you get 2 charges, and it does do the uppercut, but it does knock them back a bit. And what I've found is that the Amazing Combo will actually blow up. We're gonna look at his abilities here. So the Amazing Combo will dealing extra damage to an enemy that has a Spider Tracer on them. It'll explode that Spider Tracer, so you need to reapply them. So it actually takes longer to kill them, as opposed to just throwing some web clusters, then jumping to them with this, hitting them with the combo, and then you can finish it up with the uppercut if you want after the fact. So again, wait for this combo to finish. We'll go with the full health guy, throw that on him. This has good range, it'll hit you in, do a couple of those, and then, like, I guess that you want to hit a full 3 combo, and then an uppercut will kill your regular health enemies. If they're a little bit low, you can get away with a little bit less, and maybe just do the uppercut. But the uppercut on its own, as you saw before, it's not going to kill unless you hit, maybe 2 of them, and then the uppercut, and then you can finish off with that. But sometimes the uppercut's going to knock them back, and you have to chase them, and chasing them with just the melee attacks in this game, no bueno, because what you want to do is you want to get in with Spider-Man, you want to hit, once you hit, go, attack, kill him, and then get out of there immediately with your web swinging, right? You have 3 charges, they charge fairly quickly, you got to get out of there, get to a health bar as soon as possible, or if you have good teammates, to your healer. So, again, your combination that you're going to use is you're going to go boom, boom, hit him a couple times, and then boom, you want to finish it with the uppercut. So I guess you want to hit the full 3 combo, because your regular attacks will do more damage when there's a Spider Tracer attached to them. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 attacks to take someone down, which is way too long in this game. But if you have a Spider Tracer attached, it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so that's 6 and 7, 8. It only saved me 2 hits. But then again, Spider Tracer, boom, full combo, 1, 2, 3, and then uppercut. Oh, it still doesn't kill it, so you still need one more hit. So oftentimes, though, you will hit 2 Spider Tracers first. Attack, boom, 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 and then uppercut, boom. Can we get away with 1 less hit? Let's find out. And then one more time. Web Tracer, 2 of them. Hit. 1, 2, 3. Uppercut. And let's see if we can do it with 2. 2 Spider Tracers. Boom. Oh, I had to wait for that to cool down. Sorry. And it still didn't kill. Wow. So, again, a lot of the times, you only have 5 charges. And you're gonna miss a few, so a lot of the times, you're gonna go right into attacks and you're gonna be chasing people down. So you're gonna go low in health really quickly, and then you're gonna want to get out of there. As far as his team-ups, I hate his team-up moves. The Venom Symbiote thing, you cannot, not at all. Oh, no, I don't want to change hero, sorry. Support training. Team up practice. I want team up practice. Can I not do this? What do I have to press here? But if you have Venom up,
Spider Fist.
I don't want to change my hero. How do I get the team up practice? Oh, I have to press the back button? That's weird. Okay, so team up practice. Go. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Why is the team up practice not working? I don't want to change my hero. I want to pull out
Watch
Venom.
out, they're headed our way.
Team up ability simulation. Spawn team up. My goodness, I apologize. Chat, but let's just get Venom out here. Okay. So, I want to be Spider-Man now. And show you that you can't do any of your other attacks.
Someone's gotta stop Doom. I mean, Dooms.
Can we not
There's
do
only
this?
two.
I guess I have to be Venom. Great. And then team up ability.
Chasing spiders. We have bigger enemies.
Team up ability simulation. Spider-Man. Great, try it out. Okay,
It's up to
so
us to
when
help
we
the
use the
people who
ability,
can't help themselves.
we can no longer, you can get out of it with that. Oh my god, 30 seconds to reset that. 30 seconds on that, but all it does is push people back. It's a terrible ability. I personally absolutely hate it, but I guess some people can use it to success. If you're with your teammates, right there, I can see some use to it. I also think you have to be near Venom when you do it. But again, we're going to show you here.
It's up to us to help the people
Throw it
who
on.
can't help
I
themselves.
cannot throw spider tracers at all. And I can't do my uppercuts. I can't do anything other than just have that stuff up. It's hard to see. It's terrible. Anyways, you're going to see that coming up here. I have some footage for you. We're going to get right into that right now. I couldn't believe how bad for me. I think it's the worst team up out of all of them as far as an ability, because you're this black blob that you can barely see anything, and it was no bueno for me. So let's take a look at some of the gameplay here, using some of the things in action. You swing to your opponent, you do your combos, beat them up, take them out as fast as you can. Turn that up a little bit. So again, if you're going against a tank, not all tanks are going to be barely attacking you like that, but as soon as you do your damage, as soon as you kill, you get out of there. Iron Man and flying characters, they're going to be the bane of your existence. They truly are going to be the bane of your existence. And as you can see there, I couldn't take them out. It takes forever. A lot of times, if you're going to take them out with Spider-Man, it's going to be simply from that. You're going to be shooting them from a distance when they can't see you. It is so hard to take down a Storm or an Iron Man or anyone who's flying above you. But when you start taking damage from a tank like that, get out of there. Here, as you can see, again, you rope right in, you do your combo, swing out of there, get out of dodge. Get in, Hela, come for her. She's getting healing from her teammates. Thankfully, so am I. This is taking way too many hits, but you can see, once those spider tracers explode after you do that first uppercut, you're going to need to reapply them, which I was not doing at this point. Here, I get a kill. His alt is good when there's clustered up groups of enemies, but it will not take out a tank. Now again, you can see Hela. She can two-tap you if she gets 2 headshots. She was the bane of my existence at the early on when I was first starting out with Spider-Man. Here you can see Punisher, again, his ultimate. When there's a couple people clustered up, you can get away with that. And then we've got a Storm here. Thankfully, she's not flying high in the air, so we were able to take her out. A nice 5 kill streak there. Here, once again, we have Storm again. She's low enough in health that thankfully the uppercut took her out. But if she wasn't, we would have probably had to abandon the fight here. This is a lot of times what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get behind the enemy team and then bam, hit your combo and get out of there. Obviously, we see Star-Lord's weak. We don't want to give up on him here. We try and get a better angle on him. Thankfully, our team's got us defended. But again, Storm's after us, so we swing out, get out. Get in, get out. That's all you're wanting to do with Spider-Man. So you're going to be using that drop in, that drop kick to your opponent, use that web swing in against them. It has that 10-second cooldown, but it's going to be your best friend when playing with Spider-Man. Again, we threw in our ultimate because Punisher had just popped his. We've got Loki and his clones here. We got to get out of there. We're weak. And again, this is why I hate playing the indoor maps. One thing I'm going to pause and say right here. I absolutely hate the indoor maps with Spider-Man. This map was the bane of my existence because you're going to hit a wall all the time. You're constantly hitting walls. You're constantly going into things. It's not fun. You want to be on the outdoor maps, and I hope they make more of them with Spider-Man. It's really, really bad. But I will say that Spider-Man himself, he has the fact that he has the wall run when you hit the walls can be really effective. I think my biggest problem was the fact that I was playing on controller, which made things a little bit more difficult for me. 1 second here, I just have to turn off my Xbox there so the sound does not come through. But as you can see here, I got in even on low health. He's very, very hard to hit when he's swinging around. Managed to get that kill. And then with Storm, boom, get the combo. Fly in, the amazing Spider-Man, use his ult, get out of there. Again, once you attach the Spider Tracer, you want to dive on in on them and get them down. This map, again, I hate it, the breaking apart spots. And a lot of time with Spider-Man, you're going to see right here, you're going to be almost finished on an opponent, and you're just going to have to get out of there. It's not worth it to finish the kills all the time because you're going to notice when you first start playing with Spider-Man, you feel really, really squishy. So you really need to get in and get out and really utilize your web swings because you get 3 charges of them. You need to use them sparingly and smart. Thankfully, when you have the web tracers attached to them and you do the lock-on, pull yourself in, drop kick thing, that does not use one of your web swing charges to get out, thankfully. It is on its own separate cooldown. Again, it's about 9 seconds. So you want to get your kill, get out, let it recharge, and this is the great thing about Spider-Man, having the 3 charges. So many areas of this map are out of bounds, but I was able to save it and stay alive. Very nice. Spider-Man has incredible mobility, but is the most difficult player to use. Again, Iron Man, gonna be the bane of your existence. But this indoor map actually worked to our advantage there, as he wasn't able to get that height advantage that he normally gets. Now here, as you can see, with Venom, when you have a Venom on your team, you're going to get this ability, and I'm going to show you why I hate it right here. I tried using it for one of the first times. I did not know when I'm in that, and you're a sitting duck. Look what happens on the opponent's screen. You're literally a sitting duck. He popped his ult. He took me out, no problems. You can't use your other abilities to attack. You can use the web swing to cancel it and get out, but it's not a great team-up ability. There are some really good team-up abilities in this game. Spider-Man's is not. That little Venom symbiote thing, I think it's terrible. If I could use my web clusters and attacks while I had that as a bonus for damage, fantastic, but you cannot do that. Here we had a good cycle, as you can see. We took out one, we went to the healing. We take out another, go right back to the same healing. You're going to see this. This is one of my favorite parts of this map. Because I run in, go get my healing, come back out, get into the next battle. As you can see, I'm not going for the tanks. You want to focus on the healers first. When you're Spider-Man, the best thing you can do is take out their healers. Get to the back of the map, take out their healers, take out their DPS, whoever's at the back of the map. Go back, get your healing, rinse, repeat. Now I can go and focus their tank. Doctor Strange is still up. He's weak. My teammates have weakened him. And boom, I can finish him off just like that. Beautiful. That's what you want to do. And beautiful, that attack is so useful. Go get your heals. Again, if you have good teammates, you're going to have a good healer on your team. You're not always going to have to find all the healing on the map. If you're playing quick play, you're not going to have great healers on your team. And watch what happens here. Look at my healer. Hey, there's my healer. Hey, buddy. Walking right in front of him. He dashed past me instead of helping me by healing. I literally had to go in and say, need healing, low on health, to try and say, hey, do your job. Notice he still wasn't coming back, wasn't with the back of the team, so I had to go and find my own healing. That's the life of a quick play player. That's what it's going to be, so be used to that. But again, you move around the map so fast, it's going to be hard for a lot of other characters to be able to keep up and keep their crosshairs over you, and that is going to be your biggest strength as Spider-Man. Get in, get out, get your healing, find your next opponent, and finish them. He made the mistake of not finishing me off and letting me get to the heals, so he paid for it. Here, again, a tank. You don't want to be dealing with tanks too much. For me, my attacks, again, I clicked both thumbsticks because I was trying to use the one attack. Click the other, accidental super usage. It's going to happen. Here is a nice ult, took out a couple players. Boom, slide in, go after the healer, take out those healers. That is your job as Spider-Man. You want to get rid of the healers from the enemy team. Get to the back of their team, get in, get out. Iron Man, he's going to be the bane of your existence. Storm, she's going to be the bane of your existence. Other Spider-Mans that are good, they're going to be the bane of your existence. But look at that. We're going to rewind that. Let's just look at the range of that attack. Look at how far this hit him. Look how far away I was from him. The hitbox on that attack, really generous. Here, again, Iron Man, not too high in the sky. We got lucky. We took him out with the uppercut. A lot of times, look at me. Boom. Using my ult against, take out the healers when you can. Smash them for the damage you can and get out. Get out of dodge. Throwing in some more ults here. Again, use it, get in, get out. It's not going to take out tanks. It will take out healers. It will take out DPS. But you will not take out tanks with that ultimate. Storm here. Sorry. Solo ult for you because I am tired of your nonsense. Here we go. Punisher. Everybody's all teamed up. Boom. Take out. Punisher didn't think so. I said no turret for you. Here we go. Smashy, smashy. Venom's coming for me, as you're going to see right here. Use my ult on him. It is not going to take out a tank. He heals, so we realize we got to get out. Time to get out for us. Get our healing. Get back in there. Boom. Hey, Venom. Welcome back. Using our ult over here. Get your healing. And, hey, Venom. Hit him with the uppercut, and then make your way out of there. You do not want to waste your time trying to take out tanks with Spider-Man. If you can pull off a play like this to save the game, we're in overtime here. I'm sitting on the point so that they're not able to take it. I took out enough opponents. Venom's focused on trying to get kills over there. And boom, I saved the game, took the game for our team. This is the things you need to be doing, and I took a clip of that. But these are the things you need to be doing as Spider-Man. We had a nice quad in that game. We took it. That's it. That is all. But dubious ones, I want you to know, Spider-Man is probably, once you get the hang of him. Again, I played him for 7 hours straight, forced myself to play him in every game. There were games in the quick search, in the quick play lobbies, where I literally had 5 other DPS on my team. I didn't care. I was not being a good team player. I was learning Spider-Man. Learning the movement. He has the greatest movement in the game, but if you are playing on controller like I was, as I'm on Xbox for the beta, I will be on Steam when the game comes out as well, so I'll be able to learn him on mouse and keyboard. But if you're playing on a controller, I recommend a SCUF controller or an Elite controller, something that has paddles for you, because it's really important you're able to get in and get out and be able to maneuver yourself around. You don't want to be taking your hands or your thumb off the right thumbstick. So for jumping, for web swinging, everything else, the paddles were a lifesaver for me. When I tried playing this on my regular Xbox controller, I literally, it was unplayable. I thought he was the worst character in the game. I was really sad. Spider-Man being my favorite character in all of Marvel. And I was determined to make him work. So anyways, dubious ones, I really hope you found this guide helpful. This is really trying to help the new players to the franchise new players to this game, you're gonna love Spider-Man, but he's got such a steep learning curve, you need to give it time. You need to be focused on going to the back of the enemy team, take out their healers, take out their DPS, forget about the tanks. And if you're getting team shot, again, as soon as you get your kills, even if you didn't get the kill, if you get some damage in, get out of there and hope that your team can finish the job. If you have a good team that can give you heals, you can move in with your team and with your other DPS. But I found in quick play, a lot of the times, what you're going to find is you're basically going to be on your own for your healing. You're going to be on, especially because you're in the air and more difficult to heal. I understand that. But even when you, as you can see, when I walked right in front of that rocket, he was just like, no, sir, no heals for you. I'm just going to dash right past you. So if you're playing on your own, again, get to the back of the team, get your damage in, get out, web swing out. And I mean, that's really it. That's the game plan with Spider-Man. Get a kill, get out, heal up, rinse, repeat, and you will find success. But he is probably one of the most dynamic and unique characters by far in this game. I've loved the variation in characters in this game, but I found Spider-Man to be probably the most unique archetype as far as DPS and a really steep learning curve. But once you get used to that learning curve, one of the most rewarding players to play as. Anyways, Dubious Ones, remember to smash that like button if you made it this far in the video. And as always, I've been Mr. Dubs. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Dubious Ones, it's going to do it for this one. Deuces.